So before I start this video, I want to make it very, very clear. This is allegedly my opinions, no facts. And I'm going to use Lilith and the Secret of the Ancestors decks to do this. And let's start by saying, when Hitler decided to commit multiple people to mass genocide, torture, and all the other things, there was an underlying reason for it. It was sick, twisted human experiments, sick, twisted ways to make a pure bloodline of savant individuals. And they called this, deep down, they called this making progress to future technology. As a matter of fact, Operation Paperclip, his scientists, his experiments, his information came over to us. And while they pretended Hitler died in a cave, they shipped him off to Argentina, where they said, stop, you're making people mad. We're gonna hide you away, let you live in paradise, and we're gonna continue this quietly. The Monster of Montauk, the Philadelphia experiment. So this goes back to allegedly, my opinion, not facts. By the way, all of those things came from Operation Paperclip, as did space travel. Why are they rounding up people now? I guarantee you, Pluto, endings and regenerations. Endings and regeneration, same thing, trying to purify a bloodline. Divine loyal goddess, Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene was as much as part of the ministry as Jesus was. There are Roman texts. There are actual historical documents, and the Bible is not actual history. But there are actual historical documents talking about Jesus and Mary working together. There are historical documents. Some things are written on the wall, like the Rosicrucian Chapel. You just have to know which way to crack the code. It's like deciphering a new language. There are so many things that tell us exactly what they're doing, but you have to find and look, because they try to keep them hidden. Just like King James burned so many books, and the other half stayed in the Vatican Library deep, where nobody is allowed access. But still, there's some that got it out. There's some that escaped. There's some that did this. ICE could not be allowed to do what they're doing, and they wouldn't be doing it if they didn't believe it was okay to do. Whether they know it's evil, whether they know it's good, whether they know it's bad, it does not matter. There's something that they believe within them that it's right to do this. So allegedly, my opinions, my predictions, no facts given, Neptune, magic, imagination, and illusion, and it's in the reverse. The Chiefess, strength tested, separation, division, and integration. They want to divide and conquer. And I guarantee you, in a few years, it's going to come out that they did sick, torturous experimentations on these people and discarded the rest like trash. Now, how do we stop it? Open to suggestions. Most of us are just one person, and even standing up to fight, we're right on the edge of a cliff. We can't go anywhere or do anything without being homeless on the streets and not having a damn thing left. And a lot of us have children of our own that we have to protect. So how do we stop it? If you have a suggestion, please put it on my comments. I'm down. But what do we do? How do we fix it? Especially when other world governments aren't going to come help. They're just going to take that and run with it over there. And then they're going to say, well, it's not done on your property anymore. One world government's been a thing for a very long time. We have the root of fire, risk it all. And it's in the reverse. What did I say? Everybody's just on the edge of a cliff, just like they wanted us, just like they planned us. Why do you think they're pulling in $400 billion in revenue and you're stuck barely being able to feed your children? if they paid their people what they were worth and what they were actually bringing in that revenue, none of us would be afraid to fight. The Black Madonna, sacred dark goddess mother, Lilith, dark divine mother of creation. That's not a coincidence, sweetheart. It's not a coincidence. This is the most powerful bloodline. And yes, my book explains it in the simplest form possible. The trickster. The trickster. Yeah, they tricked us. We have spiritual magic and the shaman. Trust the path. Spiritual magic and the shaman. Trust the path. They want us to trust where they're going, where they're taking us. They don't want us in this. That is a black woman with the moon. Why do you think they want to kill out the bloodline? Go read my book and see if it hits. That's all I'm asking. The trickster in reverse. They played a trick so big that they convinced the rest of the world it was for their own good. What was it that Benjamin Franklin said, our founding fathers, and there was a reason why they broke free from the rest of the world? What was it that they said, or he said? Those who sacrifice freedom for protection deserve neither. And for a very long time, we've been sacrificing our freedoms for protection until we're all stuck in a pig pen just for the government to come pick off at their will. Anything else we need to know? Mother Goddess, Lilith, calcination, dark night of the soul. Lilith says it's time for her women to rise. But how?